Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss Unit 4, Section C, that is the poem here, Her Head, by John Murray. In this picture, what is shown there, an African woman was seen carrying a jerry can of water on her head in the Paris Marathon, held on Sunday, 12th April 2015. She carried it on her head for the entire 42 kilometers track, and she wanted to drive a point home about the scarcity of water in her village. Means throughout this poem, what we will read, we are just going to read about the scarcity of water. She said that along with her very young daughters, she has to leave her village 3 or more times in search of water. Their cans are extremely heavy and they try to fill it to the brim before going back home. She had placard with the message, "In Africa, women cover this distance every day to find water. Help us to reduce this distance." So it has been shown that water scarcity is at a great level there. And after that, we are just going to go to the uh, explanation of the poem. So it has been shown in the picture very clearly. It has been shown a woman is standing there. She is having a bucket on her head, and one of the animal is also shown there. So in the very beginning, in the near Ekurhuleni in Natal, South Africa, a woman carries water on her head after a year of drought. Then one child in three is at risk of death. She returns from a distant well, carrying water on her head. It has been shown throughout the poem that drought has ravaged the settlements named Ekurhuleni in the province of Natal in South Africa, and life has become grueling, especially for the women folk who have to bear the brunt of the unkind nature. As wells and water bodies have dried up in the past land, a woman has to walk long distances to fetch water from distant wells. She brings the water by keeping the pail on her head. One such woman has attracted the author's sympathetic attention, and then the author decided to write that poem. Now, in the second paragraph, the pumpkins are gone, the tomatoes withers. Throughout this paragraph, what has been shown, the means of livelihood for the inhabitants of the area are nearly destroyed. Due to the lack of water, vegetable plants like pumpkin, tomatoes have shriveled. Unable to survive in the past earth, there is no respite for the women. Water is indispensable for life. So she continues to haul water on her head, and after all, making life's bare necessities available for the family members is her job. Here in the next paragraph, the engineers have reversed the river. Those with power can keep their power. It has been shown that the authorities have blocked the flow of water so that hydroelectric power plants have enough water to generate power. The privileged folks living in the upstream areas are much well off. Life in the downstream areas has become a real grind, and people wait for water trucks winding their way in the mud tracks. As the vehicles rumble ahead, dust flies all round. A pall of dust descends on the thirsty folks waiting for the water trucks. And the women in the author's attention has no option to pause or to complain. She trudges on with her load of water on her head. So the next paragraph here, the sun does not dissuade her, nor the dried earth that blows against her. Throughout this paragraph, it has been shown that undeterred by the scorching sun and blasts of dust that buffet her along the way, she lumbers on carrying the large old pail on her head. And she never cares about the weather conditions, temperatures. She has to carry the pail of water on her head. Pail here means the bucket of water. Okay, so this women, the next paragraph we are going to discuss this women who girds her neck with safety pins. This one here throughout this last paragraph, what has been shown, water is the lifeline for her family. So no matter how hard is it is to carry, she brings the water pail on her head. Her neck is guarded by safety pins. She relies on her head to carry the load of water. She considers it her foremost duty to ensure her folks to do not suffer thirst and perish. She does not demur to do the grueling work of fetching water. So, throughout this whole story, it has been shown that women have to suffer a lot to carry the water one place to another in those dry areas, and sometimes they have to suffer a lot due to the weather conditions or due to the calamities. So, you all are supposed to go through this poem once more, and then you are supposed to uh, just try to understand this again. Have a good day. Goodbye.